and in other people's lives, and to kind of compare, other moms and other girls' careers, friends of mine, and, people's marriages, like how they just seem so, it all seems so perfect and easy. And to kind of just look around and start to just second guess, almost, I think for me more, what connected with me in the song was like more feeling like at times like I'm inadequate, and questioning God in that way. Like, I don't know if I can do this, if I can walk through this door, am I enough to do this thing as a solo artist? And which just like over the last year, it's just become more and more clear to me how different it is, and that I really am starting over in a career. And it's been at times just kind of like, man, do I have it in me? Like I'm 15 years older than the last time I started in this industry, and is God sure this is where he wants me? Are these songs worth it? Am I supposed to be doing this? And so I just think there's those moments in life when change is coming and it's uncomfortable and scary at times, when we just kind of go, those feelings are just sort of there. Like, I say I trust God, but do I really think you know what you're doing? And that's what I love about the song, and why, when it was picked as a single, obviously I was asked about it, but it wasn't my decision. Mm-hmm. And I was like, it's kind of cool because the message in it fits so much where I am. And so I feel like I can tell the story of where I am as a woman and a mom and an artist, and starting all over again at this point in my life, how scary it's been and intimidating. And that kind of makes it even more, a way to trust God, and a way for me to say he really does know, and he opened this door, and he gave us the studio and the songs and the writers, and so, I do still have something to say. And if 5 people buy the record and that was what was meant to happen, I'm, literally the last few days have just been like, gosh, I could just stress about this all the time, and I could think the what ifs, and I could feel like I can't do it all. And I just got to a point yesterday before the CD release party, and I just kind of came to a place inside, I think, and just felt peace that at this point it's been a lot of work, and now some of it's up to God. And that's kind of relaxing to me. That really gives me some peace, to go. There's points when we work hard, and that's part of being, a Christian. And then there are points when we say, I'm going to rest in you, and now you decide what happens with the record, and who will buy it and what doors are open. So that's been a really great kind of place to come to today.
It's Enough from Radiate from Tricia.
Wish I didn't always compare myself, wanting what you give to somebody else. Wish that I felt a little more content, just being me, just being me. Wish I wasn't stuck on what's going wrong. Wish I'd just enjoy this ride I'm on. Remember how good you've always been, 'cause I believe it's enough that you know what I'm needing. It's enough just to go where you need it. Keep my feet on the path and my empty hands always reaching up. It's enough just to breathe in the moment, and wherever I am I can know this. If I have nothing else, I will always have your love, and that's enough, oh that's enough. Gonna be days when I'm falling short, missing every dream that I'm reaching for, when nothing in life is going like I wish it would, but I know even when it falls apart, you are still God and you hold my heart. This is a valley, but you're taking me to somewhere good. It's enough that you know what I'm needing. It's enough just to go where you need it. Keep my feet on the path and my empty hands always reaching up. It's enough just to breathe in the moment, and wherever I am I can know this. If I have nothing else, I will always have your love, and that's enough, oh that's enough.
spending some time talking with Tricia about her debut solo project, Radiate, that's now available. You know, you're a mom now, and with Radiate, when people pick it up, they're going to get a really cool booklet with it that's got something new for you in it, a devotional. Important for you to take on that role, especially being a mom now?
Yeah, I think so. You know, my sister and I both really, over the years of Superchick, we worked with a lot of different devotional books and kind of did a lot of things, you know, that I wouldn't even remember now because it's been over the span of 15 years. But I remember writing a lot of little devotionals, like based around certain scriptures and things for youth groups to use and stuff like that. And so that has always been a part of it. And I have always felt like it's important for me to feel like I have something to share and something to kind of be a way to be that big sister to our fans, you know, and if not like the big sister, but just to have something to offer, you know, when I stand there and I hang out and I sign autographs, for me to kind of be filled up enough that I have something to say. And when that person shares a struggle with me, that I'm kind of ready to encourage them. And so I do feel that push again, you know, to as a mom for sure. Like I want Ava to see, I want her to see things in me as a mom and a wife and a woman that she wants to be, you know, and so that pushes me to kind of challenge my faith and to make sure I'm reading the Bible and spending time in prayer and being that kind of an example. So to her and to our fans, you know, and especially the young ones, I think now as a mom, I had a show last weekend and I think I have a different kind of patience. And I think for like 3 hours, I just hung out at my merch booth and it was a beautiful day. It was an outdoor festival. And I had this one little girl in particular that was probably like 8 or 9. She was just adorable and sweet. And I don't know that she needed attention. She didn't seem like needy, but she wrote me a note and said, you know, I was her favorite. And we just hung out on and off all day. And I found that like I have a different place in my heart for kids. Like I don't know where she's coming from, but she saw me on stage, and then like I hope that day getting to kind of hang out with me meant something. And I feel like there's a different place in my heart now for babies and kids after being a mom. I just, you know, when I hear stories about stuff in the news, I'm like, okay, I'll take it. I'll take the baby. Just give it to me.
Yeah,
that's really cool. You know, it's a cool, different way to be able to relate to the younger fans. And I'm excited for touring because of that. I don't think I'll roll my eyes as much.
Different from Radiate, from Tricia.
One more small step, running in the wrong direction, treading water, just enough to catch your breath. Some days are like an uphill battle, some days you just can't win. They can keep knocking us down, and we can keep getting up again. We're not invincible, but we're unstoppable. We are original, 'cause you can't make a difference without being different. Not invincible, but we're unshakable. We're individual, 'cause you
with Tricia about Radiate, her debut solo project that's now available. So, hey, let's bring everybody up to speed on, the Superchick days and what's your sister up to these days and what's everybody else who used to be with the group doing?
Yeah, my sister opened a flower shop. And it was like yes, it was like, if you knew much of her, her arm was covered in tattoos of like cherry blossoms and trees and nature and birds. She just loves nature. Like, she finds God there. And so a flower shop, we had a grandma, my dad's mom loved flowers.
That's
and
really
I think
cool.
She feels like she got that from her.
Yeah.
She opened a flower shop in Nashville. It's called Rosebuds East. And
all right.
She's loving that. She's married. She's been married for just about a year and found such an amazing guy for her. And it was one of those examples of she waited until she was later in life. And it just makes me so happy because she waited and she found the right person. And it's an example of like, don't settle. Know that God has a reason for when you find the right person and all those things. And for whatever it was for her, she got married later in life, and they're just perfect together. And he loves her so much. So she's great. Matt is doing real estate, which is hilarious, but I can totally see him being great at it. He's so good with people. And he is a part-time dad. His wife also works, so they juggle who's home with the baby. Dave is playing guitar for Audio Adrenaline now.
Yeah.
And Max is mostly focusing on photography right now. I think, producing will always be something he'll do, but I think he's really enjoying it, and he's so good at it. So,
well, you guys...
And actually, Brandon, who was our drummer before Chase, he's a kind of the worship pastor at a church in Ohio and has 3 kids. So,
awesome.
So we've got lots of families going.
This is Adding Up to a Miracle from Radiate, from Tricia.
Starts with a smile and moves like wildfire into the streets and on the face of strangers. A little spark of light that hits the darkest night, and out of the blue everything starts changing. It's all